Nintendo fans. This is a sad day because Doug Bowser, the current president and chief operating officer of Nintendo of America, has announced that he's going to be retiring this year, effective December 31st, after more than a decade with the company. Now, here's his post on X where he discusses his retirement. Let's read it together. And again, thank you, Doug, for everything you've done for Nintendo. Obviously, it's a legacy. It's legacy. Your legacy will live on. I mean, that's a hell of a thing to put on your resume, right? The president and chief COO of Nintendo of America. Good job, Doug. He says, I announced my plan to retire from Nintendo effective December 31st, 2025. Nintendo's been an integral part of my life for 44 years, starting with Donkey Kong Arcade as a kid in college. It's been an honor to contribute to this incredible company and bring our beloved characters and worlds to fans through our video games, theme parks, and movie experiences. I extend my wishes to Devin Pritchard as she leads Nintendo of America forward, and I thank you all for your passion and support of Nintendo. You can count on me to remain a Nintendo fan. Good for Doug. Good for you, Doug. When he's not working hard for Nintendo, he's suing the enemies of Nintendo. Anyone that makes or has the audacity to allow people to run Nintendo games on non-Nintendo hardware, well, they're just the spit on the bottom of the dirt on the bottom of Doug Bowser's shoes. Sorry, I had to go there. I had to talk about how Nintendo's been extremely litigious lately. Whether it's Doug's fault, I don't know, but he seems like a nice guy, and he's obviously heralded in the Nintendo Switch 2, and he's had a lot of success, and he's helped Nintendo have a lot of success, and overall, I think it's a good thing. Everything he's done has been good overall, right? Now, there was a lot of speculation at first before he announced who's going to be taking Nintendo of America forward. We all thought and we all hoped that maybe Reggie would make a return. Now, if you don't know who Reggie is, he was basically, before Doug Bowser, he was the president and CEO of Nintendo of America, helping run Nintendo from 2006 to 2019. Obviously, some of Nintendo's most successful years, all the way up till the Nintendo Switch, and let's just say he has made Nintendo the success that it is, especially in North America and Europe. One of his biggest successes, I think, is when he actually fought for gamers in terms of getting Nintendo Wii Sports bundled in with the Wii. Back in the day, Nintendo of Japan weren't interested. They were like, why would we bundle this game and this software in with the Wii? But it ended up being a massive success, and a big part of why the Wii ended up being as successful as it was, because it came with that Wii Sports package, and people were able to play with the nunchucks and just have a bunch of fun with the Wii. And that's a big part of why people bought it, because for health reasons and just to have fun and get up and move and play games. So Reggie has made a lot of big decisions, and he's fought on behalf of the gamer, and that's why he's sort of beloved in the Nintendo community. But unfortunately, Reggie will not be returning, as much as we love that, right? Now, I looked up online to see who Devin Pritchard is, and basically Grok says Devin Pritchard's going to be the new president and CEO. He's got a 19-year Nintendo of America veteran, so he's been up there for a while. He's been part of Nintendo for a while. He's the current executive VP of Revenue, Marketing, and Consumer Experience, so obviously he's up there. He's been working at the top tiers of Nintendo of America for a while, joined in 2006, saw Switch 2 marketing and third-party relations. Keynotes, first female president in Nintendo of America's history. Pritchard will join Nintendo of America's board of directors and become an executive officer at Nintendo Company Limited, the Japanese parent. She emphasized continuing Nintendo's legacy of surprising and delighting fans and welcoming new players, which I think is awesome. Pritchard is the direct replacement for Bowser's operational role, praised by him as having a track record that speaks for itself. Shibata's appointment is more structural, aimed at bridging regions rather than day-to-day US leadership. So Satoru Shibata is the current managing CEO of Nintendo of America, I believe, formerly president of Nintendo of Europe. So basically, Satoru Shibata is the glue that holds, obviously, Japan and the US and Europe and stuff together in global relations, and just making sure that the Japanese, parent company and the Nintendo of America arm sort of work in tandem, right, for the release of a lot of their hardware and software. What does it mean, though, for the Nintendo Switch 2? Well, Bowser's Exit comes just months after the Switch 2's June 2025 launch, which sold 1.6 million units in its first US month and 3.5 million globally in 4 days, making it Nintendo's and the industry's fastest-selling console debut. Under Bowser, Nintendo of America handled the rollout, including controversial elements like the $80 game prices. You know what? I'm sorry. You know what, Doug Bowser? I've got things to say about you. Never mind. But anyways, carry on. Let's just celebrate the guy for working for Nintendo as long as he has. But yeah, he basically was key to the $80 plus game prices, accessory hikes, game key cards. Downloadable codes, obviously mimicking physical cards. Criticizes a digital push. His infamous quote defending the $400.50 price tag. Oh, I remember this one because we covered this one on the channel, if you remember. He said, if you can't afford a Switch 2, just buy a Nintendo Switch 1. You broke mofo. You broke ass. You know, Doug Bowser, these memories are starting to sour my impression of you, buddy. But it drew a lot of backlash for seeming out of touch. I remember that. That cracks me up. It still cracks me up. People are still mad over it. The impact of Switch 2 appears minimal and positive. So this is continuity. Pritchard directly contributed to the launch marketing success, so expect no drastic changes. Her focus on breadth and depth of gameplay aligns with Nintendo's variable pricing model, and she may soften PR missteps. Sales momentum. Early records suggest Switch 2 is on track to surpass the original Switch quickly, with expansions like Mario Kart World. Gotta give it to Mario Kart World for being amazing. It was an awesome game. I'm still playing it to this day. Theme park integrations. Shibata's CEO role could enhance global supply chain coordination, addressing any US-specific shortages. Fan reactions on X highlight hope for less corporate vibes, but no policy reversals are signaled. But overall, Switch 2's trajectory looks secure, and Bowser's retirement is a victory lap, not a pivot. So we'll talk about Bowser's legacy here. Grok wants to talk about Bowser's legacy. A solid steward who delivered on hardware promises, but couldn't fully recapture the magic of predecessors. Reggie, we're talking about you. As he put it though, Nintendo's been his passion for 44 years, a sentiment echoed in fan tributes. Here's to the Mushroom Kingdom, thriving under new hands. Now that's all well and good, hearing Grok's interpretation, and reminding us of some of the missteps that Doug's had in his seasoned career at Nintendo, in his life at Nintendo. Obviously, he looks like a friendly chap. Gotta give him that, you know? Look at him holding the Bowser plush. You know, you would never think he was the man that ushered in $80 games like Mario Kart World and told people who can't afford the Switch 2 and were a little bit unhappy with the price to basically just suck it up and buy the Switch 1 if you're not happy. You would never know he had that evil inside him. No, I'm just kidding, Doug. I'm just kidding, dude. So long. Oh, God. Here is the new CEO. She's going to lead us to greener pastures. You're the kind of executive who's responsible for the destruction of modern gaming. Your greed knew no bounds, and you let DEI initiatives proliferate in a once revered company. Common EA alum. Oh jeez. Big L says, that seals the deal. Nintendo's gone woke by putting a woman in charge. I will be taking my business to Sony and Xbox, where they do not embrace wokeness. Goodbye. Politics infests everything. Now, the new boss that's going to be taking over Phil Spencer at Xbox is a woman, and a woman of color, by the way. So, I mean, by your logic, anyone that becomes a woman cannot be... anyone that becomes a leader of a company cannot be a woman? Or else they're woke? I mean, agree or disagree with me in the comment section. I think this is just silly. I think it's just people trying to get a rise out of people with politics. You know, we're here to talk about Nintendo's leadership, Nintendo's next chapter, right, under this new person. We all agree we want Reggie back, but again, let's just keep politics out of this. This is just second. Some people just want to make everything about politics. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of politics. Let's just enjoy the freaking games. God, this meant to be a happy video. Before you go, fire whoever came up with the game key cards, because I'm not buying a single one of them, and I'm gonna buy all my third-party games on PS5. It's a real shame you guys couldn't look after your customers this generation. Thank you, Doug. Finally, we're seeing some positivity. Thank you, Doug Bowser, for all that you contribute to Nintendo. Still remember you revealing yourself for the first time in the 2019 Nintendo Direct, and it was funny seeing Bowser and yourself in the Direct. Oh, this was good. I remember this when Doug Bowser sort of revealed himself. Like, imagine having the name Bowser and then working for Nintendo, right? Maybe this was all planned all along. The $80 price hikes, the mean comments about you know, if you can't afford a Switch 2, then just buy a Switch 1. I mean, he shares a lot of the same tendencies as Bowser, right? Jeff Keighley's actually chimed in, said, Doug, thanks for all you've done for the industry, and Nintendo, enjoy retirement. You've been the best Nintendo president to us, Latin American Nintendo fans. Under your time, we saw Nintendo grow its localization team, started being part of all gaming events that took place. I hope you enjoy your retirement. Thank you for everything and so long, Bowser. You're a lousy president and one hell of a hypocrite. Alright, we'll leave it there anyways, guys. Doug Bowser is retiring. Let's see what it means for Nintendo. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Please keep things non-political. Let's talk about Nintendo. Let's talk about what do you like, Doug Bowser? What do you thought Nintendo has got better under his leadership, and what you expect going forward? Anyways, I'm Blaze. Like, subscribe, click the bell icon, and I will see you in the next video. Come join me on X. Come join me on X and share some positive stuff. Just don't keep it political. All right.
Let's go.